Yeah, so breaking news. In what is being described as the most daring counterattacks in recent history, the Biafra Defense Force has launched a devastating strike on the main major zoo army barracks in Anambra. All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they give una back-to-back updates. Always here to let people know on how things they be, on how things they share. All right, without further wasting of time, without going into details briefly, this is what it is. Okay, Anambra, the battlefield is shifting in what is being described as one of the most counter attacks, most of the daring counter attacks in history. The Biafra Defense Force has launched a devastating strike on a major Nigerian army barracks in Anambra, reducing the facility to rubble. This move comes just hours after a reported military crackdown in Nnewi, where zoo forces allegedly stormed civilian areas in an aggressive operation. Let me change the tone, or let me restate, or talk about it again. In where they had where zoo forces allegedly stormed Biafra areas in an aggressive operation to eliminate Biafra civilians. My people, that is what happened. Nothing more, nothing less. And that is why this counterattack is happening right now. All right, today full-time news. Eyewitnesses in Anambra reported hearing heavy explosions last night, followed by intense gunfire near the military base. By dawn, the once heavily fortified barracks was in ruins. Yes, with thick smoke rising into the sky, the BDF, in a statement released early this morning, claimed the responsibility for the attack. Of course, calling it a direct response to the unprovoked aggression of the Zoo army in the enough is enough. The Zoo army thought they could invade our land and kill our people without consequences. This is just the beginning. Actually, this is one of the beginnings these people think, or I don't know how many times we would have to make it known to them that they have no authority, they have no right to come into Biafra land to do whatever it is they think they deem fit and walk out without getting or seeing, feeling a consequence of whatever it is that is going to happen after whatever action they've taken. According to initial reports, several military vehicles were destroyed, of course, they razed down. The unknown number of zoo soldiers were seriously wounded. This attack has sent shockwaves across the country, with security forces scrambling to assess the full extent of damage. My people, they would never want to accept fully that this was a full-time takedown. I believe one way or another, it is something that they would want to hide or not want to let everybody know, because of course this weakens their defenses. Okay, the BDS retaliatory strike follows a brutal military operation that took place in Nnewi. Now they are talking about what actually happened that led to this attack. Where sources say zoo forces are carried out mass arrests and burnt homes and clashed with pro-Biafra supporters. Of course, they call anybody pro-Biafra supporter. So far as you are Igbo, they would say anything. Witnesses claim soldiers moved to house, searching for individuals suspected of having ties with the separatist movement. A local resident speaking anonymously described the horror. They said they came in at night and they made a whole lot of noise. Many people ran, of course, to the bushes. Though the zoo military has yet to release an official statement, as it is always with them, sources suggest the operation in Nnewi was part of an intensified effort to crush Biafra's growing resistance. However, this latest counterattack by the BDF signals that the fight is far from over. One thing I would always want to say whenever they try to talk about crushing Biafra's growing resistance is this one thing: you can kill people, but you can't kill a mindset. You can kill an idea. you think you have killed a particular set of people. You think that you have demolished or you have marched down on some set of people because of they are the ones carrying the idea at some particular point. But there will always be people that have also grown to want that kind of idea and that are aiming for those kind of things. And so you cannot stop them without causing a whole lot of issues. And that is one thing they have not come to understand, that Biafra at this point, stopping Biafra or the mindset of Biafra is impossible, because you have to kill a whole lot of people. You have to make it known to the whole wide world that this is what you're doing. And step by step, these people are showing themselves. And it will surely come to the extent where they will be put to shame full time. One after the other, it will come to that, my people. Let's just be watching. And so, as news of the barracks discussion spreads and panic has set in across Anambra, my people, this has caused a wealthy amount of issues, and it will keep on causing kasala until they begin.
You understand? That means they are in support of it. So, Musa, you can never tell me that Canada is not seeing what is going on in the zoo and how your boys are, causing or perpetrating act of terrorism in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So you are the chief terrorist, and Canada is aware of it.
Now, following this revelation, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, had strong words for the Canadian Embassy.
Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
Alilebuya. 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 Let's continue.
Even though it's painful, it's disrespectful, but we are people. We are strong. And I agree with you. We have to fix our country.
Oh, okay. No. Don't tell me that. You see, I don't like it. No. If you hate me, I will appreciate it. If you hate me, always show it to my face that you despise me, you dislike me, you don't like me. Always prove it to me. Don't come and do all these petty things and wishy-washy. Don't come to me and do that. You don't have to fix Nigeria. How can you fix Nigeria? How can you fix the zoo? You don't come and tell us on the pages of newspaper and the television you have to fix Nigeria. Are you Osigino busy from your heart that you are calling for the zoo to be fixed? It's not from your heart. So don't come and tell me, don't pretend. That's why I said, if you hate me, let me know. Show it to my face that you despise me. Yes. Show it to me. Let me be aware. Don't pretend. You don't. No. The zoo cannot be fixed. Nobody is dreaming of fixing the zoo. Nobody. Because even you, as the so-called advisor or whatever they call you, how much is your salary? How much is your salary? And how much is the minimum wage that they have been dragging since last year till today? How much? Many states under the zoo is still paying 30,000 minimum wage till now, while one bag of rice is 100 and something thousand naira. No be juju be that. No be juju be. We are talking about food though. We're not even talking about other things, other necessities, other home use and groceries. We are not talking about these things. We are talking about only food first. A bag of rice that a family man should be buying. More than go 10 kg. Wanna go 10 kg. Only for myself, only for me. I buy 10 kg. I'm telling you the truth. Even Nagokage bu ezioku Chineke. Ogafe nkan na-ekwu, then forget it. About ezioku. You understand? Only me buy 10 kg because I don't go shopping anyhow. I don't go shopping every time. I buy 10 kg and stock it in my kitchen. Anytime I go ngasielie. So what about if a man that with his family and children? How about them? You don't have to buy 10 kg. Rather, you buy 50 kg full bag of rice. Yes. And that one, you have to have 100 and something thousand naira to buy it.
You have to do it well. Yes. This disrespect is too much. So,
Nuhu ribadu. Nuhu okwanu nuhu wafaya. Nuhu. Yay. Fulani ebu mmadu. Nuhu ribadu. Who are you expecting to respect you? No. Let us be sincere here. Who is Nuhu Ribadu expecting to respect him? Who? Canada? Are you insane? Are you serious right now? Canada to respect you. How? Canada is a developed country, a developed world. They are living a different life. Canada is in another world. They are not in this earth. They are in another planet. They don't live like us in the zoo. They live in another world on their own. They have their own world on their own. Are you paying attention, Nuhu? So how do you expect a people like this to respect you? People that have created their own world, they are not even involved with what we have in the world today. They are living very, very large, very, very well. They have everything. Citizens are enjoying themselves on regular basis. Which kind of respect do you want? A terrorist like you. A terrorist like you demanding respect from a highly respected country like Canada. No be juju be that.
yet is another reason why we work hard to make Nigeria work.
Iwe m na-abụ n'okwu si aka ole ya aka. Iwe m na-abụ n'okwu si aka ole ya aka. And those who are going to applaud him are the rented people who are under their payroll. There are few people in that hall. They are all benefiting from this, terrorist government and terrorist Nigeria. So that's why once the people like this come out and speak their junk and nonsense, they will clap for them.
And be respected.
This AI tool will create a...
Nobody will respect you, Nuhu. Nobody, no single person is going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. How do you expect respect?
Routine visa policy, or is there more to this story? I'm going to take a tweet now. I would expect nothing less from the National Security Advisor. He's resolute. I would expect nothing less from him.
Okay.
Moving on now.
So we are now going to bring it back to the previous, message, and let us see what Very Dark Man has to say concerning this incident, concerning this thing.
Does that name ring a bell?
So we are going to bring it back. We are going to bring it back from Very Dark Man. Or before that, let me play this video, at least to remind us who they are. Let me play this video to remind us. I've been waiting for so long to play this very video. But today, because I have spoken, or that I'm speaking about Musa and the terrorist Nigeria, it is very, very important to play this very video. Though I have been keeping this very video for very months now. Let us listen.
Oh boy, no be small thing. No say here why they this Lekki side why they get to this military barrack now. Where they near us. At least I don't want to mention the name. No say my old friends who I live before I travel out. Most of them don't become rank officers. So they just invite me 3-4 days. But when I go there, oh boy, these guys within they talk. For barrack self, I was some man who sit down with Igbo man for barrack. So the other corner where me I sit down, they talk say as things be, say before 2 months, say 2 months self too far. Say 2 months too far, it will be army and army go they begin to open transaction among themselves.
Did you hear that? Let's play it again. Nsubude.
Oh boy, these guys within they talk. For barrack self, I was some man who sit down with Igbo man for barrack.
Did you hear that? For barracks, Hausa man no fit sit down for no fit sit down with Igbo man self in barracks. And person who is speaking is a military officer. Are you getting me? He said in the barracks, a northerner can't even sit with an Igbo man in the barracks. And this is what has been happening in the zoo. The military is so divided. The police is so divided. How do you intend to wage a war against a determined people?
So the other corner where me I sit down, they talk say as things be, say before 2 months, say 2 months self too far. Say 2 months too far, it will be army and army go they begin to open transaction among themselves. I get me. The thing go, it's must say highest before 2 months. The thing fix result to war. Say army is divided. Say that we just live on gunpowder. Oh boy. Now I leave barrack, come my house. Before I did where there was someone go say, Kai Bogashi no come up person head. Now I run, since that then they call it those who gather they come in my gun barrack. I no go. The thing is divided. Anger. Oh boy, if you go to barrack, they can anger with the Nigerian barrack. Oh boy, you know go anger full Nigerian anger. Hey, I'm gonna just pray, may God help us.
You see that? I equally want to use this opportunity to tell my Biafran brothers and sisters who are serving under the zoo military to retrace their steps. I'm telling you, leave now. Leave now before it is too late for you. Leave now. If you are an Igbo man, a Biafran person serving under the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Janjaweed Army, leave now. Because it will be very, very late for you, as quick as possible. Now let us come back here. After this, I'm going to open the line for our people.
Of that money. Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda.
Since I have played the video, let me go straight to Very Dark Man's, analysis.
What?
Sorry for that. I am, of course, playing this very video from YouTube. So expect all these adverts.
A difference a day makes.
ISIS Khorasan.
Dear Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this is a very serious allegation. This is a very, very serious allegation. And to the respective heads of all our security agencies in Nigeria, this is a very serious allegation that should not be overlooked. Over time, we have heard different stories that Boko Haram are being sponsored by the West, but there was no clearer evidence than this particular evidence. I mean, this man's name is his name is Scott Gordon Perry. He's an American politician and a retired Army National Guard brigadier general. Now, the Army National Guard in the U.S. is just like an American military reserve. So they don't go outside war; they only stay inside. It's a domestic army where they don't go outside to go and fight. So this man is privileged with a lot of information. So him coming out to say that the U.S. aid, the money that is supposed to be used to sponsor countries in development, are being used to sponsor terrorism in different countries, to cause chaos in those countries, so that they can make more money in those countries and also make more money with the U.S. aid. It's just crazy. Now, what's the U.S. aid? The U.S. aid is an independent agency of the United States government that is primarily responsible for administrating civilian foreign aid and development assistance. Now, what is the purpose of the USA? The purpose of the USA is the U.S. Agency for International Development is the principal U.S. agency to extend assistance to countries recovering from disaster, trying to escape poverty, and engaging in democratic reform. So all these poor countries, they go there. Their primary responsibility is to give them a boost, to upgrade them, to uplift them, just general development by the funds that are being contributed or the funds that are being donated for the development of this such country, like a third world country. But now this man is coming to reveal that those money are being used to sponsor terrorism. Now, the problem now is not what this man is saying, it's the way the government is even reacting to this, right? The government are actually not saying anything about this. This man is telling us that he's literally saying, I know the people responsible for the buying of a lot of people in Nigeria through Boko Haram. That's what he's saying. He's literally saying, I know them, because he has pointed that it is the US aid. So I would expect that the Nigerian government, as Bola Ahmed Tinubu government, would actually do a deep investigation and bring this man, or maybe tell him, ask him question. You have the rights. He literally called Boko Haram that affected the lives of a lot of people and caused chaos in Nigeria. Turned a lot of states upside down. See Borno State. See, a lot of northern states have been turned upside down. A lot of people cannot go to school. A lot of them have to run away because of insecurity and insurgency from all those states and because of the Boko Haram. So this guy has come out to say, okay, yes, I'm giving you people a direction so that you people can know where the problem is coming from and know what have affected us in Nigeria, because Boko Haram is still affecting us up till now. So the national government are quiet, and I'm sorry.
Now, I told you that I'm going to analyze that first video by the time I start playing Very Dark Man's video. According to Very Dark Man, he said, sorry, that he is expecting the federal government of the zoo to launch a very deep investigation concerning this allegation from the U.S. Congressman, Scott Perry. I want to tell the whole world that the so-called FG, federal government of the zoo, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, can never, ever investigate anything. Ask me why. Because the Fulani that controls the government or controls every affairs of the government in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, knows every single thing concerning Boko Haram. Pay attention. What I'm saying now, Very Dark Man can never say it because he is not a freedom fighter. He's an influencer. Influencer who is also influential. Yes, that one I have to give him his flowers. Now, the federal government of the zoo, led by Tinubu, can never ever launch any investigation because of this. You know why? Because they know about it. They know about it. Do you think that Boko Haram does not have connection with the top military personnel, with the top military commanders? And this money, how does it locate Boko Haram? How does the money locate Boko Haram? Because if the US aid, which is always been given in the public, where the whole world is aware that the US is giving aid to Nigeria, meaning that the money comes through Nigerian government. Are you paying attention? The money in question goes through the government, because since it is in the open that US is giving aid to Nigeria, that means the money goes through the government. So who else do you think that is extending this money to Boko Haram to sponsor terrorism? Is it not a simple mathematics? Remember, US aid is not being given in secret. If it is given in secret, you can easily say there are many ways for Boko Haram to get this money directly from the US aid. But it's not in the secret. This aid is not given in the secret. This aid is given in the open. Therefore, how do you think that this money gets to Boko Haram? How do you think? When the aid is given to the government, straight, direct to government, yet is being used to sponsor terrorism. So how do these Boko Haram terrorists get the money? How do they get the fund from this US aid that passed through the government? Is it not through the government? Is it not through the government? That's why I told you Tinubu and his government can never, ever, that one I can set my neck. I can even bet my house. Your useless government can never, ever launch any investigation sincerely and genuinely. It is not going to happen. There's no possibility for that, because the money, the aid in question, the money in question passes through the government to Boko Haram. Is it not a common sense? It's a common sense. They can come maybe after this. They may come and say, "Oh, we have started investigation to investigate the allegation of the Scott Perry." No, don't listen to any press release from the presidency moving forward. Don't pay attention to it. Don't even pay attention to it, because it's all lies and fallacy. Lies and fallacy.
Surprise. Unless, of course, if they know about it and they have been the one that have been cleaning up. Because, to be honest...
Oh, you didn't know. Oh, you didn't know. Now, they are the real sponsors. They are the real sponsors. Yes. Oh, yes, they are. They are, yes. And Tinubu is not an exception. He knows everything. He knows every single thing, because he himself single-handedly created, or should I say, made APC what APC is today. Tinubu, the moment he put his weight on Buhari, Buhari became the president of the zoo. So Tinubu is aware of everything. He knows every single thing that is going on. Tinubu knows. So don't expect anything. If you say you wonder, how would you wonder? Let's continue.
There's nothing that gets past the eyes of the government. That's just the truth. There's nothing that gets past the eyes of the government.
Oh, Okugoyana. He has said it. Let's continue.
Unless if they deliberately want to keep quiet. Because normally, you get with you go talk, DSS will come pick you. You get what you go come talk, NSA go come pick you. You get what you go talk, police go come pick you. They'll talk say it's an act of terrorism. They just literally exposed what. Do you know how many people were Boko Haram don't buy because of this insecurity and insurgency? You know what Boko Haram don't do for this country at all? Up till now, there was still a news last week where Boko Haram entered army camp, allegedly go by army, carry their guns, carry them run.
Not today.
This is supposed to be a time where the Nigerian government will say no. All those innocent blood that was shed by the Boko Haram insurgency, that they can actually get justice. I mean, they finally giving us a lead. Unlike before, where we say everybody in a rumor, everybody in a rumor. Now this is not a rumor. This is direct. This is like telling you that I know the people. This man has given you a hint. What are you people doing about it? There's no press release. There's nothing. The government don't release anything. They don't release any news about that. But if one person talk for TikTok now, na go rush go carry am. If person talk for Twitter now, na go rush go carry am. This man where they talk now, a politician, present politician, and a retired army reserve. So he's privileged to a lot of information. So Nigerian government